Lighting. No.
A very good evening to all the respected dignitaries, resource persons, and dear participants. Welcome to the AI Set ATAL Academy sponsored online faculty development program on the evolving world of AI. A look at modern trends and diverse implementations. Organized by the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Rajmahendri Institute of Engineering and Technology, Rajahmundry. Let me give the intro about Institute. Rajmahendra Institute of Engineering and Technology, popularly known as RITE, was established in the year 2008 in Rajahmundry by the Swarnandra Educational Society, pioneered by the Technocrats concert plan to offer excellence in technical education and to meet the present as well as the changing needs of the corporate sector. The college is located in a peaceful and lush green environment away from the din bustle of the crowded city life, which is free from pollution to attain technical knowledge. The college is affiliated to JNTK Kakinada and approved by AISET, New Delhi, aggregated by NAC and Government of Andhra Pradesh. The college was started in the year 2008 with an intake of 240 students in 4 branches of BTech with 60 students each in EEE, CSC, and mechanical. Engineering branches were started with an intake of 60 in the year 2011. CSE, AIML, and DS branches were started with an intake of 60 students each in the year of 2022. RITE has completed 17 years of successful functioning in the areas of teaching, learning, evaluation, research, career planning, training, and placement. The college and has emerged as a reputed institution in the JNTK Kakinada. The institution management members of college believe in adapting, continuously develop the infrastructure and facilitate engineering and technology programs. Let us now know about the department. The Computer Science and Engineering Department was established in the year 2008 with initial intake of 60 seats, gradually increased to 40 in the year 2024. The Department of Computer Science and Engineering has a every student to be creative and qualify the field of information technology by imparting quality technical education and ethical values. The faculty members are highly qualified, experienced with specialization in AI, machine learning, data science, networking, algorithms, data mining, image processing, software engineering, network security, cybersecurity, computer vision, web technologies, Internet of Things, quantum computing, cloud computing services. Students are given proper exposure to current trends, including IoT applications, designs and development, Cisco network management and administration, cloud services, bioinformatics, software architecture, sensor networks, cloud computing, mobile computing, soft computing, blockchain technology, and artificial intelligence, etc. Through workshops, guest lectures, seminars by industry experts and professionals. I now invite our respected coordinator, Dr. R. Rambhav HOD, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, to address.
Respected, am I audible, sir? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Respected Chief Patron, our Chairman Sri G. Sai Radhakrishna Garu, and esteemed Patron Sri Srihari Garu, Secretary and Correspondent, and Dr. P. Ravikarna Garu, Treasurer, and Honorable Convener for this FDP program, Dr. K. Bhaskar Mucharu, Principal Garu, and our co-convener, Dr. M. Sridhar, Vice Principal, and distinguished resource persons, and my dear faculty participants, colleagues, and organizing committee members, a very warm good evening to one and all. It gives me immense pleasure and honor to welcome you all to the AICT Training Learning Academy sponsored 6-day online faculty development program on the evolving world of AI, a look at modern trends and diverse implementations, scheduled from 15th December 2025 to 20th December 2025. Organized by the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Rajamahendra Institute of Engineering and Technology, Autonomous. At the outset, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to AICTE and Atal Academy for granting us the opportunity to organize this prestigious FDP. The Atal initiative has been instrumental in upskilling faculty members and enabling institutional to stay aligned with rapidly evolving technologies, especially in high impact areas like artificial intelligence. AI has become a cornerstone in innovations, influencing almost every domain, educating research, industry, healthcare, and governance, and society recognizing this transformation. This FDP has been thoughtfully designed to provide participants with a holistic understanding of AI, covering both foundational concepts and advanced applications also. Over the next 6 days, the participant will be exposed to cutting-edge technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, AI in education and research, data science, data analytics, and TensorFlow, digital marketing analytics using AI, quantum technologies, and their applications. We are extremely fortunate to have with us a panel of distinguished academicians and industry experts from reputed institutions and organizations across India and abroad also. Their expertise, experience, and practical insights will undoubtedly enrich the program and inspire meaningful academic and research outcomes. I would like to sincerely thank Honorable Principal and Convener Dr. K. Bhaskar Muchal Garu for his constant encouragement, guidance. My special appreciation also goes to my co-coordinator Dr. C.H. Suribabu and the entire organizing team for their dedication efforts in planning and executing this FDP successfully. Dear participants, I encourage you to actively participate, interact with the experts, share your perspective, and make the best use of the learning platform. Your engagement will not only enhance your professional competence but also contribute to the success of this FDP. In conclusion, I once again extend a warm welcome to all the participants and speakers. I am confident that this FDP will rewarding, enriching, and intellectually stimulating experience for everyone involved. With these words, I wish the program grand success and memorable learning journey for all. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lavanya.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable intro about FDP. I now invite our respected co-coordinator, Dr. C.H. Suribabu, HOD, Department of ECE, to address the gathering.
Respected Principal Sir, respected Vice Principal Sir, Honorable Management Members, esteemed resource persons, dear faculty members and participants, good evening to everyone. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the AICTE Atal Academy sponsored 6-day online faculty development program on the evolving world of AI, organized by the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Rajamahendra Institute of Engineering and Technology. I sincerely thank AICTE Atal Academy for giving us this valuable opportunity. Today, artificial intelligence is transforming education, research, industry, and healthcare. As faculty members, it is very important to us to stay updated with these emerging technologies and use them effectively in our teaching and research. This FDP is designed to cover important areas such as AI, machine learning, deep learning, generative AI, data science, and quantum technologies. Over the next 6 days, we are fortunate to learn from experienced academicians and industry experts from reputed institutions. I express my sincere thanks to our management for their constant support. I am grateful to our principal sir, Dr. K. Bhaskar Mutyal Garu, Vice Principal Dr. M. Sridhar Garu for their guidance and encouragement. I also thank our coordinator, Dr. R. Rambabu Reddy sir, and all the organizing committee members for their efforts in organizing this program successfully. I warmly welcome all the participants and encourage you to actively participate in the sessions and make the best use of this FDP. I am confident that this program will add great value to your professional growth. And one more thing, you are aware that to obtain the Atal FDP certificate, you should maintain the 80% of the attendance, at least 70% of the marks in the assessment test, and you should submit the feedback forms on time. So once again, I welcome you all and wish this FDP a grand success. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Lavanya.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable intro about FDP. I now invite our respected patron, Dr. P. Ravikiran, Treasurer, Right Rajahmundry, to address the gathering.
Thank you, Lavanya. Respected resource persons, honorable patrons, our principal, convener, coordinators, dear faculty members, and participants. Good evening to one and all. I sincerely appreciate the efforts of our principal, conveners, coordinators, and organizing committee for meticulous planning, transparent execution in future, and effective utilization of resource to make this program very successful. Dear faculty members, I personally encourage you to actively participate and make the best use of this Atal FTP program and translate the gained knowledge into teaching, research, and real-world applications. With these words, I once again thank AICTE Atal and everyone involved in this organizing the FDP. I wish the program great success and all participants a fruitful and enriching learning experience. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words about FDP program. I now invite our respected co-convener, Dr. M. Sridhar, Vice Principal, Right Rajahmundry, to address the gathering.
Good evening, one and all. Good evening, our esteemed colleagues, participants, dignitaries, management members, and our inspiring resource persons. It is a distinct honor to welcome you all to this FDP, an evolving world of AI. A look at modern trends and diverse implementation for these continuous 6 days, which is sponsored by the AICTE Atal and Right Autonomous. So basically here, the evolving world of AI, it is a recent hot cake and all. It has been progressed rapidly from theoretical concepts in the mid 20th century to a transformative force in modern society, with its most recent leap being the widespread adoption of generative AI and the emergence of agentic AI. So it's actually normally our institution believes in continuous learning, and in this context also today we met to enhance our skills, share knowledge, and collectively grow as educators, fostering innovation in our classrooms for better student outcomes. We are thrilled to have a great resource persons with us to guide our journey and a great effort done by our coordinators, Dr. Rambabu Reddy and Surya Babu. So for their passion in make this event come true, and also our sincere thanks to the management for continuously encouraging and make it possible to conduct all these events, our principal and all other supporting staff which are behind the screen to make this event come true. And also I wish all the participants to have a great journey during these 6 days and utilize all the opportunity, make this opportunity, and wish have a great journey throughout these 6 days, and we look forward to a fruitful and enriching sessions in these 5 days. Thank you, Anna, and thank you, Lavanya.
Thank you, sir. I now invite our respected convener, Dr. K. Bhaskar Mutyalu, Right Rajahmundry, to address the gathering.
Hello, Madam Kalyani, Madam, please mute yourself. Kalyani, Madam, mute yourself. May I request the host, please mute the audience.
Good evening, one and all, and welcome to all the participants for this AICTE Training and Learning Atal Academy sponsored 6-day online faculty development program organized by Rajahmundry Institute of Engineering Technology, Autonomous. On the FDP, the evolving world of AI, a look at modern trends and diverse implementations from 15/12/2025 to 20/12/2025. And the vision of this Atal FDP program is to empower faculty to achieve goals of higher education such as access, equity, and equality. And here in this program, we are going to have different topics: artificial intelligence in education research, systematic review of literature using AI, digital marketing and business analytics, data analytics and AI, and challenges in AI applications, role of AI in information technology, applications on TensorFlow, and overview of data science fundamentals, and data science using Python with data visualization, quantum technologies and their applications, a comprehensive survey. And everyone participate in this one, and you attain the knowledge of the evolving world of AI. And as our colleague said, our coordinators, everyone should maintain 80% of attendance in this FDP program, and also in submit assignments in time to time to get the certificates. And without fail, you submit all the assignments. And I thankful to the management for consistent encouragement for planning and implementation of this FDP programs. And I am very much thankful to the management, Sai Radhakrishna Garu, Chairman, and Sri Hari Garu, Secretary and Correspondent, Ravikiran, Treasurer. And I am very much thankful for this FDP program organizing the hard work done by Dr. R. Rambab Garu, Professor and HOD, Department of CSC, and co-coordinator Dr. C.H. Suryababu Garu, Professor and Department of ECE. And I heartful thank to co-convener Dr. M. Sridhar Garu, Vice Principal, for his consistent encouragement in organizing this FDP program. And also, I'm very much thankful to all the speakers, FDP speakers, Dr. S.R.N. Reddy Garu and Dr. H. Ravishankar, Dr. A.S.N. Chakrabarti, Dr. M. Naresh Babu, Dr. N. Uday Bhaskar, Dr. J. Sridhar, Mr. Raghava, and Mr. Srihari, Anil Kumar, Mr. B.V. Satyanarayana, and Mr. P. Govind for the speakers who are going to take in this FDP program from 15/12/2025 to 20/12/2025. And I'm very much thankful to all the FDP speakers for their giving their valuable time to take these sessions. And thankful to all the participants who are participating in this FDP program. Thank you, Lavanya.
Thank you, sir. We now move on to the session 1 of today's FDP. Dr. Naresh Babu M. is an associate professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at IIIT DM Kurnool. He holds a BTech and MTech from Andhra University and earned his PhD in Computer Science and Engineering from Acharya Nagarjuna University. He has over 2 decades of teaching, research, and academic leadership experience, having served earlier at NIT Silchar, Sri Vidyanikethan Engineering College, and C.R. Rao Advanced Institute. Dr. Naresh Babu's research interests include machine learning, cryptography, bioinformatics, computer vision, and blockchain technologies. He has successfully led and collaborated on several funded research and consultancy projects sponsored by APISHE, DRDO, SERD, MIET, CDAC, and DST, with grants running into several crores of rupees. He holds Indian and Australian patents in the areas of AI-based drone applications and environmental monitoring. He has also guided 5 PhD scholars as a supervisor and joint supervisor in reputed institutes such as NIT Silchar and JNTU Hyderabad. Dr. Naresh Babu has authorized and edited multiple international books published by Springer and Elsevier, and has published extensively high-impact journals, including IEEE, Springer's. He is a senior member of IEEE, fellow of IETE, and life member of CSI, ISCA, and CRSI. He is also a UGC NET qualified academician and recipient of Elite Plus Gold from NPTEL and the Best Teacher Award from JNTU Kakinada. In addition to teaching core subjects like data structures, cryptography, compiler design, and theory of computation, he has organized numerous national and international FDPs, workshops, and conferences in emerging areas of AI, cybersecurity, bioinformatics, and machine learning. We are extremely honored to have with us Dr. M. Naresh Babu, Associate Professor of IIIT DM Kurnool. On behalf of the management, principal, coordinator, and the entire organizing committee, I warmly welcome Dr. M. Naresh Babu and request them to kindly take over the session on the topic Introduction to AI, Machine Learning, Deep Learning, Generative AI, and Explainable AI.
Thank you, Lavanya madam. Thanks for your introduction. Okay, so my sincere request to all the. Am I audible, madam?
Yeah, audible, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So my sincere request to all the participants, sir, please mute yourself whenever you. So make sure that all of you are a faculty. So and you have to maintain that decorum. So you are not like a student, sir. Just turn the Zoom meeting on and you are doing your work. So you have to identify the purpose of joining this FDP. If it is for some certificate purpose and you want to show it to your management, I am sorry. So it is not at all advisable. So if you want to learn something, if you want to apply that knowledge to your regular classwork or for your research, so that is good enough. But if you are for certificate purpose, means it is not the good thing. So you are a faculty. So hence I request all the participants. So please unmute yourself. And whenever you are having queries or doubts, please mute yourself. Whenever you are having doubts, please unmute and you can talk. So first of all, I would like to thank my friend Dr. R. Rambabu. So he has invited me. So thank you, Rambabu. Now I am sharing my screen. Is my screen is visible? Is my screen is visible?
Visible, sir.
Okay. So, so shall I proceed?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
My dear participants.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, yes. So today we are going to discuss about neural networks, convolutional neural networks, and explainability. These three topics, explainability is also we are going to discuss. These are the topics we are going to discuss today. So can anyone tell who is this old man? Can you tell who is this old man? Anyone? Rambabu, how many participants are there in the list?
But total registered are 262.
Now how many are available?
165.
All are faculty, na?
Yeah.
All are faculty, na?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. My dear friends, please tell. So, do you know? Yes or no? If you know, please tell what is his name.
John
Sir,
McCarthy.
Sir John
Feel free.
John McCarthy.
John McCarthy.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so who is he? He is a father of AI. He's a father of AI. So now people are talking crazy about AI, artificial intelligence. It is booming. So when artificial intelligence comes, jobs will come, jobs will go. Like that, people are talking, right? So, but he's a old man, and we call him as a father of AI. So that AI is not the new one. So it is from 1946, 1947 time only. Okay, but what is the main thing? What is the so great about it nowadays? And what is the AI during that time? Earlier also, so people have developed chess game, right? So where the machine is playing with the human. Now also chess game is there. So right, so the way earlier sometimes some rule-based kind of thing is there. Now it is totally learning the moves of that different players and all. Okay, so if you see broadly that AI and machine learning is subfield, and then it is a deep learning, now LLM, like that. Slowly we are narrowing down. Right. So today, first we'll discuss about the neural networks. So neural networks, we are discussing artificial neural networks. So how it is the biological neural network, you'll see. So in the body, we are having a cell. So each cell is having a nucleus. That cell is having a dendrites, right? Axons, synapses. See here, the neuron contains, what is that cell is there? That cell body is there. The cell contains the nucleus. The center part is the nucleus, and it is having dendrites. And if you see, this is called axon. And again, that one neuron and another neuron are connected through axon and synapse. Axon and synapse. So that is where neuron contains information gathering through dendrites. Right? Since we are the computer science, we have to see these terms only, right? Information gathering through dendrites, right? Then information processing through that cell body. then information propagation from one neuron to another neuron using axons and synapse. So human being is having 10 power 12 neurons, right? And with a speed of communication speed, if you see 432 kilometer per hour. That is why the moment when you touch some hard surface, immediately we are taking our hand back, right? So that is why, so that that information propagation is that much speed, that 432 kilometers per hour. Same thing we are representing here. Signal input, right, through dendrites, and signal processing, it is being done by the nucleus, nothing but the cell body. Then signal output at axon or synapse from one neuron to another neuron. Okay. The classification of artificial neural networks are different types. You can do categorization. One is based on the architecture. One is single layer, multi-layer, competitive, and based on the learning mechanisms, supervised neural networks, unsupervised, reinforced. Similarly, based on the training modes, online, offline, batch, incremental, right? Based on the activation functions, right? So purelin, sigmoid function, satlin, tan. So like that, there are many activation functions, right? So here, if you see the multi-layer, if you are having only one neuron, so in the body you are having multiple neurons are there. So one information process from one neuron to other neuron, so different layers kind of. So here, so single layer means only one level will be there. Multi-layer means multi-levels will be there. Similarly, supervised, unsupervised. So already all of you know what I mean with supervised learning, unsupervised learning. You might heard these terms, but I'll tell. So supervised means that guiding. We have to tell this is what. So unsupervised, for example, for a small kid, I'm giving some tomatoes, apples, and onions. Then I am asking him to separate them. Then based on the color or based on the shape, what the boy can do, he can segregate. So, but we are not giving any knowledge to that small kid, but he is able to separate the tomatoes, onions, or apples, whatever it may be. So that is called unsupervised. Supervised means we are giving information. Yes, so apple means like this, right? Orange means like this, onion means like this. We are giving some information. We are explaining that. That is called features. We'll give the features, how that apple looks like, how the orange looks like that. We are giving some information, nothing but the features, and we are telling this. If you are any fruit is having this shape, this particular color, then we can call it as a apple or orange, like that. So label information will be available for the supervisor. Reinforcement means it has to learn. It is continuously we have to learn that model, and each time it is updating that knowledge. Right. Similarly, based on the training modes, how you are training your model. So online means continuously you are giving your data, the model itself training itself. Offline means I have downloaded some data set, I have trained my model, that's it. And whenever to that model, if I give the new input kind of thing, so your model may not give the correct prediction. So whereas in the online training mode, so your model is continuously learning. Your model is continuously updating its knowledge. So that is called online, offline. Simply batch wise you can train, incremental you can train your model, right? Activation functions, these are the nonlinear functions in the in the training. So where from one output of one neuron means we have to activate that neuron in another layer. So for this these activation functions will help for better. Right. So if you see this first artificial neuron model was PITS. It is 1943. They have built artificial neural model, right? So it is also known as the threshold gate. It is also known as threshold gate. If you see, we are having only one layer. If we have only one layer, we are having inputs. N inputs are there, I1, I2, so on. IN inputs are there, and each input is associated with different weight. We can call W1, W2, so on, Wn, and some sigma, some function is there. Then threshold is there. We'll define some threshold. If the sigma value, the sum value is greater than threshold, then only it will propagate to the next neuron. You can say then only we can get the output. So here, that I1, I2, IN, they are the binary input values. They have chosen that either 0 or 1. So this Macaulay and Pitts model, they are choosing that I1, I2, IN, so on, or they are either 0 that each input is 0 or 1. And weights associated with each input is either -1 or 1, either -1 or 1, right? So the sum is weighted sum of inputs. So the sum is nothing but I1 into W1 plus I2 into W2 plus I3 into W3, so on, like that. And T is nothing but the threshold. We have to define what is the threshold value for the neuron activation. We'll see some of the example. So Boolean or Boolean and, all we know. So what do you mean by Boolean and? Can anyone tell what do you mean and gate? AND gate, OR gate? Anyone, madam? What is AND gate? What is OR gate? What is AND gate?
Both the inputs are same, the output is same.
And Rambab garu, participant, let the participants
Right,
respond.
okay,
Both the statements are true, then resultant is also true, AND gate, sir.
Okay. If any of the input is false, output is?
Output is also false, sir.
Output is false.
Okay. What about Boolean
OR gate both are false, then it is false, sir.
So both are 0 and both are false means it is false. Otherwise, if any of the
True,
input is
true,
true, it is
True,
true.
sir.
Now, how to realize these OR gate AND gate using this neuron model, whatever just now we have discussed, right? So I'm having inputs x1, x2, xn, so on, right? So I want to realize like whatever the Macaulay and Pitts model, right? Each input is associated with W1, W2, so on, Wn weights, right? Now the threshold is defined as t equals to 1, right? If the weighted sum, that x1 into w1, x2 into w2, so on, the x1 and xn into wn, the value is, the weighted sum is greater than or equals to 1, nothing but greater than the threshold, then the neuron will be activated. We'll get that value. So, right? So here similarly for Boolean AND. So Boolean AND also, see x1, x2, so on, xn. So because here the input x1, x2, xn, the possible values are either 0 or 1. The values are 0 or 1. Now, the difference between Boolean OR and Boolean AND, the threshold is n. The threshold is, for example, let us say your n is 2, right? So it means I'm having only 2 input. I'm having 2 input. So let us say 0, 0. X1 is 0, right? Let me write... right? So my x1 is 0 and x2 is also 0. Right? So my weights, what I'm writing, my weights I'm writing is writing 1, 1 on. W1 is 1, W2 is 1. So 0 into 1 is 0, 0 into 1 is 0. So 0 plus 0 is 0. What is your what is your n? N is 2 here. Right? Your n is 2 because I have 2 inputs. 0 into 1 plus 0 into 1 is 0. 0 is not greater than 2. So output is 0. For example, if my input is 1, 0, if you see input is 1, 0, 1 into 1 is 1, plus 0 into 1 is 0, 1 plus 0 is 1. So my output is 1, 1 is not greater than equals to 2. So in that case is also output is 0. Similarly, so it is 0, 1 is also similar kind of thing. 0, 1 is also similar kind of thing. Right? 0 into 1 is 0, 1 into 1 is 1, but 1 is not greater than equals to 2. So that output is 0, 1. If my both the inputs are 1, so 1 into 1 is 1, plus 1 into 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 is greater than equals to 2, then the threshold, it is reaching the threshold, then my output is 1. Like this, what we can see, we can realize, this gates using this artificial neural model. Now, you tell me what is this gate? You tell me what is this gate? My dear friends, you tell me what is the gate? How many inputs we are having?
3 inputs, sir.
Three inputs. The weights are also given. Weight is 111. So inputs x1, x2, x3. So x1, x2, x3, what are the possible values? Each x1 is each x
Sir, it is,
is
I think,
either
NAND gate.
0 or 1 only. So now there are 8 possibilities: 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, like that. Okay. So if you apply that, what is that, NAND gate. Any other answer? Someone is telling NAND gate. Any other answer?
The NAND
Any
is
other
correct,
answer?
sir.
So I think we have seen to this previous one up to this part. What is this in the previous slide? NAND is correct? Up to x1, x2, so on. X1, x2, so on. It is the threshold is 1 here. Similarly, here also I have 3 inputs, right? So up to this part is OR gate only, right? Up to this part OR gate, and immediately what you are having some negation. So let us see. Let us see. Let me take 0, 1, 0. Right? 0, 1, 0. What is the value? 0, 1, 0 means 0 into 1 is 0, 1 into 1 is 1, 0 into 1 is 0, total 1. So it is passing threshold. So 1 is greater than or equals to 1. So when the threshold
Naresh sir,
is the output
PPT
is
not
greater
visible,
than
sir.
the threshold, it is 1 only. So now here at W4, yes,
Naresh sir,
really.
PPT is not visible
The
and
people
audio
are
is
answering now.
fluctuating.
PPT visible. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
PPT is not visible.
Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, is my
Screen is not sharing, sir.
no, just now I stopped the sharing.
Okay, okay.
No, my till now my screen is visible only. That is why they are able to answer, na.
Visible, sir.
Okay. Now what we are discussing about, what is this gate, right? Okay. So let me take 0, 1, 0, right? So 0 into 1 is 0, 1 into 1 is 1, 0 into 1 is 0. So output is 1, right? So and it is greater than 1. So here the output is 1, right? And here the output is 1. So 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. Minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. True or false? Minus 1 is greater than 0. False. So output is 0.
False.
Right? Yes. Right. So similarly, 1, if I give 1, 1, 1, right? 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into 1 is 1. Total how much? 3. Right? 3 is greater than 1. True. Again 1 here. 1 into minus 1 is how much? Minus 1. So minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. 0 only. Right? Similarly, if I give all zeros, So 0 into 1 is 0, 0 into 1 is 0, 0 into 1 is 0. So 0 greater than equal to 1, false. False means here output is 0. 0 into minus 1 is 0. 0 greater than equal to 0, true. True means 1. When my all zeros, when I'm giving all zeros, I'm getting output 1. Right? When I'm giving either I have 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, remain for all other remaining combinations, I'm getting right? You're getting 0 only. Yes or no? Then which gate it is?
NOR gate, sir.
Huh? NOR gate. Okay, it is not NAND gate. If NAND gate means AND gate means only one output is 1, remaining combinations is 0. NAND means so only one output is 0, remaining outputs are ones only. So, but it is not like that, right? So that is why this is NOR gate. Right? Okay. Now move on. So as we discussed, single layer neural network, we are having just now whatever we have discussed till now, that comes under the single layer neural network only. So one layer input will be there and output layer will be there, right? And multi-layer neural network, if you see here, so there are multiple layers, right? Input layer is there, right? Layer 0, and here we'll give the inputs, and hidden layers are there, right? Layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, right? And output layer is there. So usually what kind of inputs will give? So for example, I want to find whether diabetes there or not. So for this, you need the patient information. We can call it as the features. Patient blood sugar, patient age, right? So what is his BP? Some parameters will be there, and we call these are the features. Those features will be given as input here. Then at the output, if you want to know whether it's a diabetes or not, means only two kinds of possible outputs will be there, right? Here in this example, we are having 4 possible outputs, but in other case, only 2 possible. Now here we are having different kinds of what is that hidden layers. So why here 3, why not 4, why not 10? So that depends, right? So more the number of layers, much training is required, right? So can anyone tell, sir, people are telling I am training my model is training, taking time like that. So what exactly is the training? That also we'll see today, right? So here, if you see the input, something we are giving at the input layer, and that information is propagated. See, in the neural model also, biological model also, what you are doing. So in information gathering, information processing, and information propagating. The propagating is through your synapse, right? Axon. Similarly, the information from one layer neurons to another layer neurons. So till from input layer to the output layer, right? The propagation, the training basically is happening. So values are feeding forward, and error is propagating back. What is error here? So I am giving input at the input layer. Finally, this particular model will calculate some value, and I am getting some output. So I have my original output, and I am calculating some calculated output. Then I'll compare the values. So the difference between my predicted value and the actual value is nothing but the error. So whenever I am having an error, then error has to be propagated back to the early race. Values are feeding forward, and error is propagating back to the output layer to the input layer. Right. So, for example, if you go to any amusement park, you can see there are balloons are there and gun will be there. You are aiming to shoot one balloon. So you are putting some position, and if at the moment when you shoot, if you miss the fire, next time what you do, just you adjust your gun such that you are putting your target to the right balloon. It's nothing but you are predicting something, and your output is something, and the difference is nothing but error, and that error you are rectifying it such that that you will reach the target. Like that we can do. Okay. Now, so how this multi-layer neural networks are built? Okay. So You can call either neurons or perceptrons, both are same only. We can interchangeably, we can use. So they are arranged as the layers only, right? First layer is contains the input. Last layer contains the outputs. Right, in the middle layers, we can have these middle layers. We can call them as hidden layers because they are not having any communication with the external world. Right, and here the neuron in one layer is connected. The neuron in one layer is connected with every neuron on the next layer. You see, one neuron in one layer is having connection with so every neuron in the next layer. If you see the diagram also, you can observe here, right? So one neuron in so for the predicted value as well as the actual value, and that loss has to be, that error has to be propagated back. And the activation function, typically it is a non-linear function, so applied on outputs of the neuron. See, you are doing that weighted sum. So right, I1 into W1, I2 into W2, you are doing that calculation. So once the output of that neuron is coming, that is giving to a threshold gate. Nothing but you have to give that to a non-linear function such that the training will be happen. Otherwise, the linear only it will takes place. So right. So this activate function, there are variety of the activation functions are there, such that the next neurons will be activate. Right. Similarly, iteration. So what do you mean iteration is equivalent to when a weight update is done. So it means
Excuse me,
each.
sir.
Yes, madam.
Presentation has stopped, sir.
Presentation is stopped. The moment when they are starting the recording, I think it is happening. Okay, just 1 minute, madam. I have not stopped, madam. Like this, you tell me, madam. Whenever it is happening like that, you tell me.
Yes, yes.
Because I don't see this screen, just I'm looking at my PPT only. Is it okay, madam?
Yes, sir. Now it's visible.
Yes. So iteration means, see, we are seeing that each neuron in one layer is having connection with all other neurons on other layer. It means each connection is associated with some weight, either W1, W2, so on, right? So these weights, actually, what exactly is the training means? Initially, we don't know what is those weights. The training means we need to identify those weights only. Right. So the size of your model is nothing but what is that? The total number of weights, so that you need to store. Right. So our goal is to find what is your W1, what is your W2, what is your W3, like that. That is our goal. Right. So initially we'll assign some random values, and the moment when you are doing this training, right? So then these weights will be updated. So now iteration means equivalent to weight up. So when you are updating your weight, when you are updating your weight, you have to see. So you can update for every input. You can update your weights for every batch of input, or you can update your weight for the entire data set. Right. So iteration. Similarly, epoch means when the entire training set has been the weights. So I have my data. So whenever you want to build a model, whenever you want to build your model, first you have to divide your data set into 2 or 3 parts. So one is training, another one is validation or testing, right? So training means, so your model will see the data and it will learn the patterns and it will update the weights, and finally we can call the model is trained. Right. Then once your model is trained, then we have to give your this validation or test and we'll give the input to that model, trained model. Then it will get the values and we'll see whether how much is the accuracy or what is the performance. Right. So what exactly epochs means, when the entire training set has been used once, then we can call it as a one epoch.
No PPT and no voice.
Is my screen is visible, madam?
No, sir.
Rambab Garu, you are recording and my screen is stopping. So allow me for 1 minute. Let me change my Wi-Fi connection also. Just Rambab Garu?
Yeah.
Please. Right? Okay. Now move on. So there are slides are visible now?
No, sir.
Is my slides are visible?
No. No, sir, it's not visible.
Is it visible, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now it's visible.
Okay. So if there is no nonlinear component, what will happen? So see, your data is not straightforward, right? So you it means if you are able to draw a line between if you want to separate your data, if you want to draw a straight line, sometimes it is not possible, right? Your curve has to go in the nonlinear fashion. So in order to learn, so this nonlinear function is very much important. So that is where activation functions place in the learning. So there are a variety of nonlinear functions are there, nothing but the activation functions. So sigmoid, people mostly use the ReLU, and ReLU functions are sigmoid only, the tan H. So that depends on your application. And here, what exactly we are doing? So the moment when you are having that weighted sum will give it to this activate function such that it will activate the neurons for the next layer. Okay. Now that gradient descent learning. So this is very much important. See what is exactly what do you mean by learning? How the learning is happening, right? So initially I have assigned some weight. So weight from one neuron to another neuron means ith layer to jth layer, there is a weight, right? So I have a weight called Wij, right? Now initially I have some weight, I am training, so I have given my input, nothing but features to that particular model. Then I'll get some output. Then that output may not be near to my what is that actual value. So now the difference between actual value and the predicted value is nothing but the error. Now this error, why this is error happening? That error is maybe because of your W1 or W2, maybe W3, right? So the contribution of this error is because of these weights only. Now, what is our goal? Our goal is to adjust those weights. Either you have to reduce or increase, right? So the learning algorithm is nothing but, so what do you mean by exactly learning algorithm? Learning algorithm is nothing but to minimize a cost function, right? By making appropriate iterative adjustments to those weights. So that weights will be that initially Wij, so that Wij will be changed by either plus or minus delta Wij. So a small fraction will be changed. How to calculate that delta Wij? So the gradient of f of x at a particular value of x is the rate of change of f of x as we change x. Nothing but so you are changing x value, how this f of x is changing, right? So nothing but see the delta f of x by the dou f of x by dou x, right? If you see, if you want to change the value of x to minimize a function f of x, what we need to do depends on the gradient of f of x at the current value of x, right? If dou f of x by dou x is greater than 0, it means I'm increasing my x value, right? I'm increasing my x value. How this f of x is changing, right? If I increase my weight, how it is affecting my error, right? If I'm decreasing my weight, how this f of x is changing, like that, right? So if my x value is changing, right? If my x value is increasing, how this f of x is changing, right? So that is what we are seeing. So if you see here, so if dou f of x by dou x is greater than 0, it means f of x increases as x is increasing. It means I am changing my weight, I am increasing my weight, my error is increasing, right? Now what we have to do? We have to decrease our x such that our error will be reduced. Similarly, if dou f of x by dou x is less than 0, right? Nothing but f of x decreases as x increases. I am increasing x, but f of x is decreasing. It means you are increasing your x, error is decreasing. It means you have to keep on increasing your x. How long we have to do this process? Either increasing or decreasing f of x, how long we have to do is if dou f of x by dou x is equals to 0. Sometimes it may not be exactly 0, but near to 0, or there is no change in that value, right? So until that, we have to change the x value. So we can decrease f of x by changing x by the amount. How much amount we are doing? So is nothing but what is the nothing but it is a learning rate dou f of x. Sir, what is the learning rate? So you are increasing or decreasing at what rate? So from 5 to 10, 5 to 100, not like that. So fraction. If you learn slowly, then you can remember. So for example, if I am having one book, so if someone teaches that book in 1 day, 1 hour, then will you able to learn? No. If you are, you can then only the learning has to be so function that the learning rate should be so less such that you can learn effectively. Now we'll see how this neural network model, then we'll go to the CNN model, right? So here is a small example, right? I'm doing neurons in the input layer, and one is there, and the right? See here, if you observe, this I1 is connected. See here, I1 is connected with the neuron in another layer. I1 is connected with another neuron, another layer. So each neuron in next layer. So everywhere it is happening like that. No, see here. So I1 is having a connection with the neuron H. Similarly, I1 is having a connection with the H2 neuron. So with weight W3.
There no audio on PPT.
Well, is my PPT visible?
No,
sir.
Maybe I have unstable network. Now it is visible, na?
Yes.
Right? So have you seen this diagram? This is okay, na? Have you seen?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, so my input I1 is 0.05 and I2 is 0.10 and my expected output at O1 and O2 is 0.01 and 0.99. So these are my expected values I'm expecting, right? So this is my input. What is that? 0.05 and 0.10. And if I give this input, my expected output is 0.01 and 0.99, right? So now in order to train the model, see here, what is your W1? Initially, I have assigned some random values, right? 0.15, 0.20, 0.25, 0.30, like that. Initially, I have assigned random values, right? So what you mean by training means? Training means you need to find those the weights only. Okay. Now here we are using the sigmoid activation function. Okay. Now you see here. So in the first step you need to calculate the weighted sum. What is weighted sum? So W1 into I1 plus W2 into I2. So here at H1, if you see here at H1, what is the input for H1? For input for H1 is I1 into W1 and I2 into W2. Right? Nothing but 0.05 into 0.15 plus 0.10 into 0.25. Sorry, 0.20. Right? So I1 into W1 plus I2 into W2. 0.05 into 0.15 plus 0.10 into 0.20. Right? So like this, W1 into I1 plus W2 into I2. Of course, we are having a bias B1. Similarly, at a neuron H2, that is also W3 into I1, W4 into I2 plus bias. I got this value, right? At neuron H1, so we'll see at neuron H1, I got this value, 0.31. So it is similarly like our threshold gate only, right? I1 into W1 plus I2 into W2, you are getting some value, right? I got this value. Now, this has been given to your threshold, nothing but here we have to give it to the activation function. So we have chosen, what is that? Sigmoid activation function. I have chosen sigmoid activation function 1 by 1 plus e power minus x. So nothing but my input is 0.3775. That so finally the output of that activation function is 0.593 something. Now, this 0.593 is input to the next level, right? So I got this 0.593 here. Here I got this value. 0.593 is here. Similar, I'll get a value here. Now, same story, right? So that 0.593 into 0.40 like that. Okay. Now, how to calculate net O1? If you see the net O1 here, you need to calculate at output neuron O1. So what you are calculating, H1 into W5 plus H2 into W6. I have calculated H1 value nothing but 0.593 and I have calculated H2 value 0.596. So I'll substitute those values. So H1 into W5 plus H2 into W6, which I'll get O1 value, net O1 value. Then the net O1 value will give to the sigmoid function. At each and every neuron will have a what is that activation function. Now this 1.105 is given to that activation function, sigmoid activation function. So finally, what is the value I'm getting? 0.75. So you see here, so I got a output at O1 is 0.75 and I got output at O2 is 0.77. What is your expected value? 0.01 here. What is your expected value here? 0.99 here. Now you tell me, so whether you have understood this, you have any doubts here? Is it clear? Have you understood? Any doubts here?
Yes, sir, clear.
Any doubts here? Most of the students, what they do, simply they use some Python library they are giving, so they are getting some output. So any machine learning model, if you give input, it will give some output, but we don't know why it is coming like that. Okay. You understood? So how these weights are, how the calculation is happening. So now we are seeing the feed forward only, right? Other participants, is it clear? How you got 0.75, how you got 0.77? Okay. Can I move forward?
Yes, sir.
Okay, madam. Now, so we got an error. So why that error? I'm expecting 0.01 at O1. I'm expecting 0.9 at O2, but I got values 0.7, 0.7. So there is an error. There is a difference between actual values and the predicted values. I have to calculate that value. See here. So sigma 1/2 target minus output square. Right. So I have two targets, target O1, target O2, and out O1, out O2. So what is your target and what is your output? The target is 0.01 and target is 0.99, but output is 0.75, 0.77. So I'm calculating. So total the error is 0.29. This is my total error. 0.29 is the error, right? So this error, we got this error, right? So I got this error because see how you calculated at O1, how you calculated O1, you see. So what is the value? How you calculated O1? W is there. If there is a change in W5, it affects out O1. Similarly, so nothing but out H1 is what is this out H1? Out H1 contains net H1. What is net H1 contains? The net H1 contains W1. If I change W1, net H1 will change. If I change net H1, then out H1 will change. Then if I change out H1, net H1, out O1 will. So that is why if you are initially randomly selected W1, W2, W4. So because of your selection W1, it is affecting net H1. The net H1 is affecting out H1. Out H1 is affecting net O1. So W5 is affecting net O1. Now net O1 is affecting out O1. Nothing but finally it is leading to error. So here now we need to propagate this error. I got error 0.29. This error has to be propagate back. So for that purpose, we have to adjust that weights. So we have seen, sir, earlier we have seen, so how much weight change, that what is delta Wij. So how much? Nothing but dou fx by dou x. My error, I have a total error. So W5. So whether I need to change my W5, if with reference to W5, if X is changing, X is increasing, so Fx is increasing or not, right? X is decreasing, so my Fx is decreasing or not. So this is the way, right? Now, so if you see the formula, dou is nothing but error. So with reference to W5, so your error is at the output layer. W5 is nothing but the right? So because of this, your W5 is affecting your net O1. Your net O1 is affecting your out O1. Out O1 is affecting your error. That is what, right? If you see this, right, affected because of net O1. I come this way. So because of W5, my net O1 is changing. Because of my net O1 out, because of W5, net O1 is impacting, right? Because of net O1, so there is impact on that out O1. So because of out O1, that error is there. What is our goal? Our goal is to reduce that error, right? So with reference to W5, so if I increase W5, error is increasing or not, I have to verify. If you remember that that function, what is that function here? So W5, if I increase X, f of X is increasing, then I have to decrease X. right? If I'm increasing x, if I'm increasing my W5, whereas f of x is decreasing or not. So I keep on increasing my W5, right? So this is how what you are doing. We need to adjust these errors. Okay. Now, if you see that formula, so what is that this partial differential equation? What is the formula for what is that E total, right? E total dou E total by dou out one. What is the formula for E total? E total is nothing but error at output neuron O1, error at output neuron 2. So what is the formula? Target O1 minus out O1, right? Similarly, target O2 minus out O1 square. Then if I apply partial difference, this with out O1, since this is a independent variable. So similarly, what is this? X square. X square means
సో నాట్ ఆడిబుల్ అండి. Dear participants, sorry for the inconvenience. He will be joined in 2 minutes. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, and I don't have proper internet. Is my slide okay? So, when it was disconnected, have you seen this slide? Have you seen this slide?
No, sir, it's not visible and your voice is also
Not
breaking.
visible, sir.
Madam?
Not visible, sir.
Hello?
Sir, not visible,
Not
sir.
visible,
Not
sir.
visible, sir. Not
Is my screen
visible,
is
sir.
visible?
No, sir.
Not visible. ఒక్క నిమిషం మేడం now
No, sir.
not visible madam
Not visible, sir.
No, sir. No, sir. Not visible.
visible
No, sir.
No, sir.
wait now also not visible madam
No, sir. I think it's a range problem from your side.
just 1 minute I think now it is visible, right?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Madam, I am
Visible,
extremely
sir.
sorry. I am not in my I am not in my office, sir. Here I am not
It's
having
okay,
proper
sir.
internet. So,
It's okay, sir.
okay. So, have you seen this slide?
Yes,
This
sir.
slide?
Yes, sir. Audible. Video. Visible,
Okay.
sir.
No. This slide we have discussed or not?
No, sir.
Okay, what I am telling is, so initially we have seen that error is because of weight W5. Okay, error is not only because of W5, error is because of W1 also. Because see, the moment when I have given input I1, right? So I1 into W1 you are calculating and that is giving to the H1 neuron. Then that is giving to that H1 into W5 you are doing. Finally, you are getting error, right? So because in that error, the W1 contribution is also there, such that we need to adjust the W1. So for that is why again we need to do this calculation. Do E total by do W1. So if you calculate, finally we have accordingly we have to adjust W1 also. It means so the values are feeding forward from input layer to the right output layer, and error is propagating from output layer to the input. It means your W5, W6, W7, W8, similarly W1, W3, W4. So like this, all these weights get be updated. Now, if you understand, this is a small neural network model, small model where I am having only one input layer, one hidden layer, one output layer, and I have only two inputs are there, right? And what is happening? I have 8 weights are there, plus right. So that is why if I, for example, if I give like there is an image, I want to give one image data to my neural network, right? So if I give for example 300 by 300 image I'm giving, then if I give 300 by 300 means how many pixels will be there? 90,000 pixels will be there. If you give these 90,000 pixels values, nothing but these features to your neural network, how many weights will be there? How much time it will take to learn, right? It is a very expensive. Instead of using that image data, using your neural network, what we can use? We can use this convolutional neural network such that so we need not to train a number of parameters. What is this convolutional neural network? You can see convolution is nothing but a point-wise multiplication of two functions to produce the third function, right? So the main purpose of this convolutional neural network is to extract the feature. See if any image is there, so right, so from that image I want to extract the features. For example, so there is a chest x-ray data is there, I want to identify whether COVID is there or not, lung cancer is there or not, so I extract the features, right? So experts only can do. So the doctors who are radiologists or who are the cancer specialists, they can see so where is the exact issue, and they only can tell and they have to identify. But if you want to do your computationally, so you cannot do. So for that purpose, what is that? Using this convolutional neural network, what you can do, you can
Sir, your voice is very
extract. See,
breaking, sir.
so as the data is, you are getting variety of data. Hello.
Yeah, your voice is very
Hello.
uncomfortable, sir.
Okay. Now it is audible?
Yes,
No, it
sir.
is breaking.
Sir, audible.
Audible, sir.
Okay. So here that handcrafting of these features is very expensive operations nowadays because of variety of data. So for that purpose, what we can use the convolution neural network to extract the features. So basically, what operation we are using? We are using the convolution operation, nothing but the point-wise multiplication. Okay. Now we can use these convolutional neural networks for to classify images, right? And there are many things like identify faces, street signs, tumors. Like this, there are many applications. What are the main components of convolutional neural network? There are three things. One is local receive fields. Second one is shared weights. Another one is spatial temporal subsampling, right? So here I'll tell what is the shared weights and all these things one by one. Now, these are the two things. One is extracting the features. For the feature learning, we'll use a convolution operation. That activation function is called ReLU action function. And subsampling purpose, we can use the pooling layers. And for classification, once you learn the features, we have to give to the, again, neural network. And so for that purpose, what you are using, for fully connected layer and some classification function. You can use any of the classification function. Mostly people use the softmax function. Okay. I'll give one example here. Is my slide is visible, right?
Yes, sir, visible, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Left side you assume that is a image. Left side is image, and the middle one is nothing but the kernel, or we can call it as a filter. So, for example, if there is an image, so you want to identify only the edges. Edge filter is there. So, what is that edge filter? Any of you know? There are variety of filters are there for smoothing of image, for what is that, for finding the images, right? For sharpening of this features. So there are variety of filters are there, right? If you using any Photoshop kind of thing, so they make so beautifully because they apply different filters also. In your nowadays your camera also, whenever you're taking a photo, you're applying filters, right? So like this, there is a filter. So basically the filter is to I extract what is that features only. Now I'm having one image, I'm applying this filter. So the first step is called convolution operation. Convolution operation nothing but the point-wise multiplication. What is that? 105, just you keep this kernel matrix, nothing but you keep this filter on this particular location in the image, right? So 105 into you multiply and sum the corresponding values. 105 into 0 plus 102 into -1 plus 100 into 0 plus 103 into -1 plus 99 into plus what is that, 99 into 5, right? Plus 103 into -1, right? Plus 101 into 0, right? Similarly 98 into -1. Like this, what you can do, we can apply the point-wise multiplication. So finally, what value we got? We got 89. This is 89, right? So like this, once it is done, then I'll slide my filter so to the next one position, or you can use 2 positions. Depends on your size of the image, right? Again, I'll calculate 102 into 0 plus 100 into -1 plus 97 into 0, like that. And 111 I am getting. So here 5 by 5 image is there. Now initially my the filter is starting from 105. Now my filter is starting from 102. Now my filter will, if I slide one more time, your filter will start from 100. It means 3 times only I can apply. Okay, but your original image is 5 by 5. But the moment when I am sliding, I'm getting only 3 values. So input image is 5 by 5, and the moment when I use my filter is 3 by 3, I'll get my output is 3 by 3 only. In order to maintain your output is also same size, what you have to do, we can use a padding. So what padding is, you are using some 0 zeros values, right? So such that I maintain my output is also what is that same size. Okay. Now if I apply like this, I'll get my output. So this is called the convolutional operation. Okay. Now, so am I audible?
Yes, sir, audible.
Yes, madam. So don't mind because I have a small network issue. Now, if your input size is 32 by 32 by 3, right? So your height is 32, width is 32, and 3 is nothing but the number of channels. Let us say if your input is having RGB channels, right? If you are having grayscale image means it is having only one channel. So but it's RGB image, you have 3 channels, right? 32 by 32 by 3. Now I want to apply filter. So if you want to apply a filter 5 by 5 size filter, right? So I need I have to choose a 5 by 5 by 3. Why? Because if you see, filter always extend the full depth of your input value. It means if your input is having 3 channels, your filter is also have 3 depth, right? So and you'll apply this. It means filter I'm telling 5 by 5. It means 5 by 5 means 5 into 5, 25 weights I need to identify. Filter you have to identify. And such 3 filters are there. It means 75 parameters are required. So once again I'm telling here 5 by 5 filter for one layer, 32 by 32 by 1. For that I need one 5 by 5 filter. Another channel, another 5 by 5 filter. Another channel, I need another 5 by 5 filter. Like that, we are using 5 by 5 by 3 filters. Each filter is having 5 by 5 size. Nothing but 5 by 5, 25 values are required, right? And such values are 3. Nothing but total 75 values are required. Okay, how you are identifying the random values W1, W2, so on. For filter also, we have to choose those values randomly, and the training means you need to identify those values, right? Now, so if I apply 32 by 32 by 3 is the input, I'm applying a 5 by 5 by 3, right, filter. Finally, I'll get one activation function, one output with 28 by 28 by 1 only, right? Because the filter is applying through the depth of the image. 28 by 28 by 1 is the output. Okay, if you see one example here, right? Right. So same thing we are discussing here. 7 by 7 by 3, you are applying with what you are doing, you are applying filters. So 3 by 3 by 3 filters. You are applying 2 filters. You are applying. Okay, 2 filters with what is that? Because the input is 3 by 3 depth. You are having input is 3 by 3 depth. So filter is also 3 by 3. See here, there are 3 things, right? So similarly, how many filters you are applying? You are applying 2 such filters are there. That is why in the output you are getting 2. Right? So I have a 7 by 7 by 3 image, and I have a filter, W0 filter. So since that 7 by 7 by depth of the channel things, 3 channels, right? Like that, we are applying 2 such filters are there. That is why you are getting 2 outputs. If I apply only 1 filter, I'll get only 1 output. If I apply 2 such filters, I'll get 2 outputs. So that is why here in this case, my output value is 3 by 3 by 2. Earlier, if you see the previous example, so 32 by 32 by 3, and I am applying a filter 5 by 5 by 3, I am getting only one activation map with 28 by 28 by 1 only. But here I am getting 3 by 3 by 2 because I am applying 2 such filters are there. So that is why, so we are getting these 2 values. How it is calculating, it is pictorially representing just multiplying the corresponding values and submit, right? So for all the 3 channels. Okay. Now, so we'll see some example here. 32 by 32 by 3. If you see here, is my slide is visible, right? Madam? Slide is visible?
Yes, sir.
Visible, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, madam. So 32 by 32 by 3 is the input image, and we are applying a 5 by 5 by 3 filter. So if I apply 5 by 5 by 5 by 3 filter, we'll get 28 by 28 by 1. So 28 by 28 by 1 I'll get. But what we are doing, we are applying 6 such filters are there. So since I am applying 6 such filters, my output is also having 6, right? Now, so here in the next step, since my input image is 28 by 28 by 6, now I am applying a filter 5 by 5. So already I mentioned filter has to apply the full depth of that image, right? So that is why 5 by 5 by 6 will be applied to this 28 by 28 by 6. Here again, what you are applying, you are selecting such 10 such filters are there. That is why your output is instead of 24 by 24 by 1, you are getting 24 by 24 by 10. So like this, so you are applying. Now, sir, what is learning? What is this kind of thing? So if you see how many parameters, what is the trainable parameters, right? These are the trainable parameters. 6 into 5 into 5 by 5 by 3. Similarly, 10 into 5 by 5 by 6. All these are the trainable parameters only. Those many number of parameters we need to train your model, your convolutional model, such that you can extract the features, right? And similarly, for the subsampling, right? So if you are maintaining that image, so in the previous example, it is small image, 32 by 32 is a small image, right? If you are giving a image size of 300 by 300, so how many 90,000 pixels will be there, right? Now you want to enter features of those things, so you want to so many parameters are required, right? For that, what you are doing, we can apply, so for the subsampling, we can apply the pooling such that so at each level we can reduce the size of your image by applying the pooling layer, right? Either you can apply max pooling, you can apply min pooling, or you can apply what is that average pooling, right? So basically the average pooling method is used for the what is that smooths out the image, and hence the sharp features may not be, and for smoothing of your image you have to apply average pooling. Similarly, max pooling selects the brighter pixels from the image, right? So people unknowingly what they do, simply they'll apply max pooling. Sometimes they apply min pooling. So they have to know what is their application, what kind of features they want to apply. So what is exactly max pooling, right? See here, if I apply 2 by 2 by filter here, so I'm having a 4 by 4 image, I'm applying 2 by 2 filter, right? So if I apply my 2 by 2 filter here, so in the max pooling, what is the max value of this? 1156. What is the max value? 6 is the max value. Similarly, if I apply my what is that max pooling here? 2478. What is the maximum value? 8 is the maximum value. Similarly, in this particular part 3221, what is the maximum value? 3 is the maximum value. Similarly, this part what you are using 1034, what is the maximum value? 4 is the maximum value. So from image size 4 by 4, so now your image size is reduced to 2 by 2, right? Such that so when layer by layer you are propagating your information, you can reduce the number of trainable parameters also, and you can extract that features also. Such that if you are giving a big image and you want to extract a less number of features and you want to build a model, so then you have to apply this subsampling, right? Am I audible? My slides are visible, right, madam?
Yes, sir, it is
Yes,
visible.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Here is one example. Here is one example. Just I am having some image. If you see, so which one we have to apply? So if I apply max pooling, what will happen? If I apply average pooling, what is happening? Whether you are able to extract the features or not. Okay. Now, so if you see the top left corner, this is my original image, right? So most of the part is what is that white only, and I have a one line of black is there. Okay, you want to extract the features. The moment when you extracting features, if you apply average pooling, see, this is for average pooling. So average pooling, the output is like this. Okay, if I apply max pooling, nothing is there. Max pooling, because most of the portion is white only. So the moment when I apply filter, what is happening? It will identify the max is the white only. Okay, so if images like this, so you cannot apply max pooling. Max pooling will not give. See here, min pooling is giving that values. See, min pooling is giving the what is that that sharp feature. See here, original image size is 100. Now with that image size is reduced to somewhat some 12 kind of thing. This is 12. So original image is 100. The moment when I apply this min pooling, I got my features, that line You can easily see here. Similarly, whenever I'm having this, what is that black background and white cell is there. If I apply that min pooling, if I apply my min pooling, so nothing is visible. If I apply max pooling, I'm getting that feature. So that is why you must know when to use max pooling, when to use min pooling, right? So that if you see that MNSIT data set, so that is why people are using max pooling. If you have any data set, so you like this, the white background and black color letters are there, you have to use min pooling. Okay. Now, so how to calculate? Sir, you are calculating 32 by 32 and you are getting 28 by 28 or 24 by 24. How to get those values? So simple formula you can see. N by N is your input size, right? F by F is your filter size, and P is represent the padding, right? And stride means how many cells you are moving. You are moving one cell or you are moving two cells. Okay. So now your output size is represented with N plus 2 into P minus F by stride plus 1. This is the output size. N by N is representing what is that input size, and F is representing the filter size. P is representing the padding. You want to add padding or you are not add padding. And stride is nothing but how many columns you are moving or how many rows you are moving your filter down or right. So that is representing stride and plus 1, which gives this one. Okay. So here is one example. Rambhav Garu, so time is running.
For 15 minutes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
You can wind up by 8:15, sir.
Okay. So just I'll one example we are discussing here. 32 by 32 by 3. That is your input. Okay, and I am applying 10 filters. We are applying. So what is the size of your filter? 5 by 5 filter. So it is indicated the moment when I tell it is a filter. So your input size is 32 by 32 by 3. You have to assume that is a 5 by 5 by 3 because your filter has to be applied till the depth of that entire image. So that is why your filter, I am telling 5 by 5 filter, it automatically indicates 5 by 5 by 3 only. Okay. Now with stride is 1. Stride is 1. It means one column only you are moving your filter, and padding is 2. What is the volume size? What is the volume size? What is the output volume size? You see the formula here, right? What is the formula? N by N is your input, P for padding, F for filter, stride, and N plus 2 into P minus F divided by stride plus 1 is your output size. Now same question I am asking here. 32 by 32 by 3. 10 filters you are applying, 5 by 5 by 3, of course, 5 by 5 by 3 with stride 1, padding is 2. What is the output volume size? Tell me. What is the volume size? N plus 2 into P minus F stride plus 1. What is your N here? 32 by 32, yes? N is 32. What is padding? Anyone? What is padding? How much?
2, sir.
2. It is written here, right? And F for filter. What is the size of your filter?
5 by 5 size, 10 filters.
5. So N plus 2 into P minus F. How much? N is 32 plus 2 into padding is 2. 2 plus 2 into 2 is 4. 32 plus 4 is 36 minus F.
31 by 2.
36 minus 5. 36 minus 5, how much?
31 by 2, sir. 15 point.
Why 2? 31 by 2. Stride is 1 only. Madam.
31.
Yes,
Stride
sir,
is 1
yes,
only.
sir.
So 31 by 1 plus 1. See the formula. N is 32
32.
plus
Yeah,
2 into
plus
2. Padding
2.
is 2. 4, right? 36 minus F. F is 5. 36 minus 5 is 31
50.
by 1. 31 plus 1 is 32. Right? So the output volume size is how much? 31 by 31. Tell me complete size. 31 by 32 by 32 by 1. What is your output size?
8 to 10, sir.
32 by 32
మరి అదేనా
by 1
Into
by 2.
10, sir.
ఎక్కడది నాందా
నాందనమ్మా ఒక నిమిషం అమ్మా 32 I am unable to 32 by 32, right? 32 by 32 by 10. 32 by 32 by 10. Why? Because you are applying 10 filters. You have to see. You are applying 10 filters. So you will get 32 by 32 by 10. The next question is number of parameters in this layer. Total parameters you are learning. How many parameters you are required? How many filters you are using? 10 filters. What is the size of each filter? 5 by 5 by how many? What is the filter size? 5 by 5 by? Am I audible? Madam,
5 by 5 by 3.
5 by 5 by 3. Because your input size is 32 by 32 by 3. Your filter size should be 5 by 5 by 3. So you are using 5 by 5 by 3. 5 into 5, 25 into 3. 25 into 3, 75. How many such thing? 10 filters. So 75 into 10.
760.
How much? 750. Yes or no? 750 parameters are required. But there is one more thing. Bias will be there. Right? For each filter, there is one bias. 750 plus 10. Total
Sir, your voice is
760
breaking.
parameters are
Sir,
required.
voice break అవుతుంది sir.
Yes, you can see on the screen 5 by 5 by 3. For each filter, one bias will be there. So total 760 filters for nothing but 760 parameters using 8 plus 2, 10 parameters. For 32 by 32. Is it okay now? Is my audio is okay now?
Okay, Naresh.
Chakra sir,
No problem. Continue.
కొంచెం నేను నెల్లూరులో ఉన్నాను సార్.
No problem. Continue.
Okay. So total 760 parameters. I'm concluding, sir. Anyhow, this network issue is there. So one of the important aspect of the convolutional network is parameter sharing, right? So since you are using the same filter and you are you are applying the stride, so that is why the same filter you are applying at multiple locations of the image, so such that it is sharing that parameters, right? So that is how we can reduce that number of trainable parameters also. Okay, I'll show you some examples. So popular models like Linet 5. So input size is 32 by 32 by 1. Applying 5 by 5 filter such that your image is reducing to 28 by 28. By 6 you are writing here. By 6 you are writing here. It means 6 filters you are applying. Then again you are applying some stride 2 with filter size 2 by 2 for average pooling. Your image 28 by 28 is becoming 14 by 14 and 6 Similarly, again, you are applying convolution layer, then average pooling. Finally, you are applying fully connected layer. So here till now, we are extracting the features. Now you are connecting to the fully connected layer for the classification. Similarly, another model, LXNet, where your input size is 227 by 227 by 3, that much big image you are giving. So from that image, you are extracting that features. So how many features you are extracting? You are extracting 9216 features you are extracting here. See here 9216. Otherwise, 227 by 227 by 3, it means 227 into 227 into 3, which gives 1,54,587. So in the image, you are having information in 1,54,587 pixels. Now you are extracting your important features from only 9,216 pixels only. Now this is giving to your fully connected layer such that you can classify, right? Similarly, some small data set, small model we have built, right? So, and we have uploaded this data set also, and we got some accuracy for the Telugu letters. So is there any issue with CNN? Sir, you are telling these things in a issue. Yes, there is an issue. See here, so this left side image, right side image, both are seen the model by like same only, because it is looking at the features. Left side image is having 2 eyes, right side image is also having 2 eyes. Left side is having a mouth as well as nose, right side image is also having mouth and nose. So your model will see both images are similarly only. It is not looking at the relative position of that images. Okay, so this is the issue. And similarly in the bottom also you can see, so this image is looking as a person. If I tilt my image, right, so if I tilt my image upside down, it is predicting as something else, different class. So these are the issues, because so that is why the moment when you want to build a model, you want to train a model, so you have to apply this data augmentation, or you have to apply this various image transformations, rotations kind of thing, right, such that your model will not give the false predictions, right? So the various evaluation metrics also there. I want to tell that explainable AI, but there is no enough time. Otherwise, I want to show some demo also using Lime model, such that it will model. See, explainable AI means if you give some input to a model, it will give some output, but you have to believe. So why it is giving? So because of what parameters, because of what features your model is giving the predictions. So means to know this, what is that making this black box to white box, right? So this explainable AI definitely will help. There are various explainable models also. They're like Lime, Shapley kind of thing. So if you use, you can know why the model is giving for each prediction. Okay, with this I'm concluding. Thank you. I am really sorry for this bad net connectivity. Thank you. If you have any doubts, you can ask. You have any doubts?
Sir, one participant is asking about in
yes,
chart,
please.
Why the kernel matrix values takes 0, -1, 5.
No, it is not exactly 0, -1. So initially it is the random values only. We have to identify in the training process. We have to identify.
Thank you. Lavanya?
Sorry from our organizing team to all the participants due to technical issues related to the internet coverage.
The technical issue is not at our end, Lavanya. It is not at my end. That is why I'm conveying my apologies to the participants. Okay.
Thank you very much, Dr. M. Naresh Babu sir, for the wonderful session on the introduction to AI, machine learning, deep learning, generative AI, and explainable AI. The way you explained was truly enlightened. The session has greatly enriched our understanding of the topic and received excellent appreciations from the participant. On behalf of the management, principal, coordinator, organizing committee, and all the participants, we express our sincere gratitude to your sparing your valuable time and sharing your expertise with us. Once again, we thank you and look forward to your continued association with our institute in the future. We now move on to the session 2 of today's FDP. Dr. A.S. N. Chakravarti is a professor of computer science and engineering at the University College of Engineering, Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Kakinada, Andhra Pradesh. He holds BE, MTech, and PhD degrees and has extensive academic research and teaching experience. He has made significant contributions to research in the areas of computer security, cryptography, biometric authentication, neural networks, image processing, watermarking, wireless sensors networks, IoT, cloud forensics, machine learning, and cyber physical systems. Dr. Chakravarti has published more than 80 research papers in national and international journals, many of which are indexed in Scopus, Web of Science, Springs, and UGC CARE. His research work reflects a strong focus on secure communication systems, authentication mechanisms, multimedia security, healthcare applications, and intelligent systems. He has also contributed to interdisciplinary research, including the telemedicine, air quality monitoring, forensic science, blockchain, Alzheimer's disease prediction, and smart city application. His work is widely recognized for its practical relevance and innovation. With his strong academic background, vast publication record, and commitment to research excellence, Dr. A.S. N. Chakravarti continues to play an important role in advancing research, mentoring students, and contributing to technological development in the field of computer science and engineering. We are extremely honored to have with us Dr. A.S. N. Chakravarti, Professor and JNTK Kakinada, on behalf of the Management Principal Coordinator and the entire organizing committee. I warmly welcome Dr. A.S. N. Chakravarti and request them to kindly take over the session on the topic AI in education, using AI tools for teaching and learning process.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, all. This is Professor A.S.N. Chakravarti from JNTU Kakinada. So I take a session on AI tools on research, and most of the tools also used in education also. So working on your research paper is not just about writing the actual paper. In fact, that's the easy part. The difficulty lies in the stages you need to accomplish before you even get to the writing process. The purpose of research paper is contribute something new to the pool of knowledge. To start the research process, you need to choose your research paper topic and formulate your thesis sentence. And this thesis statement is the key to your paper, and you cannot just pluck it out of the air. So before you can form the thesis sentence, you need to do the research to find out what is already in the existing body of work, and also you need to review related literature on the topic and cannot simply duplicate what others have already said, even if it is your own words. So you have to find a new angle of your topic. So that is why what we do is we see different tools like AI tools for literature review, and also we see some tools for plagiarism, some tools where you can get most of your uploaded papers, and also we see some tools related to plagiarism, some tools related to paraphrasing and all these things. So whatever I seen from the participants, almost 14 people are doctorates. Maybe the remaining people, they can use all these tools for doing the smart work. Instead of hard work, they can do smart work for their literature review and for their research writing. So once the literature review is done, you need to organize your research materials and formulate the methodology. you will be implementing the research process in order to prove your arguments. One, you are able to execute your methodology and gather your data, you can start writing your paper, of course. You have to cite the resources. So for citation also, we see some tools, both in the body of the work and in your reference page. And to say that research paper writing is, putting it mildly, fortunately, modern technology has made it less so. So you can simplify the process by simply using the right tools to help along the way of your research. So most of the tools also used for in your teaching. So where you can write, upload your textbooks and get question and answers and prepare your notes and all these things. So I'm sharing my tab. So can you see the Google Scholar? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah. See, so we'll start from the basics. So Google Scholar, most of us we use for searching for any papers. So straight away I have logged into most of the tools because I want to save the time. So type any topic, drone technology, search for the paper. So you'll get the papers. So normally what we need to do is we'll get more and more number of papers here. So what I want to do is focus initially with the recent papers. So I'm focusing on the 2025. Even in the 2025, I'll focus on the papers of December published. So that you will be getting more related papers and most recent papers. Most of the papers, if you are getting most recently, many of the people, they don't do any work on that. So you don't have the problem of plagiarism, or people, some of the people may be doing the same problem. Okay, then what I do is, in this also you can choose, for example, if you want only .pdf files directly, you can go and select the .pdf files. Okay, so if you want to save any of these files here, so just what you can do is, so you can go here and you can save it. So whatever the papers, if you want to review later or read later, you can save it to the library. So like that, what I do is, I'll save most of the relevant or related papers to me into the library so that I can read all those papers later. Even in the library, you can create so many folders so that, so this is the drone technology. So I can save it as drone tech. So all the papers related to drone tech will be saved here. Okay, so that is how I will be using the Google Scholar mainly for searching the papers related to my topic. And as I said, if you want to narrow down the number of papers as such, so simply go for the journals. Okay, so don't go for all the things like book chapters, books, and conference proceedings and all those things. Initially, what I do is I'll go for standard journals. Then I'll go for the most recent papers. Then I'll choose whichever paper I want. So somebody may ask, sir, I don't get any papers in 2025 related to my topic. Then what I should do? So then you go for 2024 December. So like that only we need to search for the papers. sometimes what happens is we may not get related papers to our topic, whichever maybe you have chosen. In that case, you need to ask your guide to refine the topic, or you need to refine the search also. So then we have one more tool which is called as Semantic Scholar. Okay, so this is the free AI powered research tool for scientific literature, which is called as Semantic Scholar. Here you can search for the papers. Okay, so it is developed by a non-profit institution which is called as AI2. All this helps the researchers to navigate information overload by using machine learning and natural language processing. And so you can surface the key insights from a corpus of over 200 million papers across the field. So what are the key benefits of this particular Semantic Scholar is? So it is an AI powered search, like unlike a traditional database that heavily rely on exact keywords and Boolean operators. This Semantic Scholar uses the AI to understand the context and meaning behind the search queries, and it will provide more relevant results for you. And also it is another good feature what we have is TLDR summaries we have. So that means too long didn't read summaries. So for a significant number of papers, the tool provides AI generated one sentence TLDR summaries. And also we have the influential citations if it identifies the citations that have more and more significant on subsequent research. And also we have something called as personalized feeds and alerts. And also we can get the other profiles and metrics in this. And it is open access and integration. Like the platform prioritizes open access links and partners with publishers and services over the world. And this is freely available via website. And you can ask for anything. And we can get the downloadable data sets for developers and researchers also. So it will be used in Chrome and Firefox. For example, I'll type any topic like drone security. So if you see here, when you are typing that, immediately it is giving the matching papers. Okay, so whatever the matching papers you have, immediately that will give. If you can take those papers, you can take it. Otherwise, you can ignore it and you can go for the search also. So drone security. So just search. I'm not seeing the chat box. So if there is any problem, just speak. Okay. See here. So almost these many results for the drone security. So just I want to filter it. So what I'll do is, so you can go to all these filters like field of studies, date range, and if I need any paper which is having the PDF, and also you can mention the other also, and also you can mention the type of the paper, whether it is a journal and all these things. So I'll go for field of study, maybe only computer science. Then the results will be changing. Okay, so only this year, date range I'm changing as PDF. Other I'm not mentioning. So if you want, you can mention the others if you know some direct others. And even the journals also you can mention. Otherwise, you can leave it. Okay. Another thing is sort by relevance. If you see here, This is the most important thing what you have. So you can sort by relevance. Like if you are going through the filter which is called as a date or year, so according to the year it will be sorted. Otherwise, sort by citation count. So if you have a particular paper which is having more citation count, it will be coming, and most influential paper if you want first. So most recency, that is most recent paper will come first. So that is also you can keep it here. If you see here, so you can change how the paper is looking, the results. Okay, so for every paper it will give a brief description like this. What do you mean by this paper, and how this paper will be used. Like every paper will have the too long didn't read summaries. So that is what we call it as TLDR. Without going into that particular paper, you will be knowing what is that particular paper is all about. So if you want to expand, you can expand. If you want to read the abstract, you can read. Okay. And if you want to save this, you can save it to the library. Again, you can have libraries here, add folder, and you can save the file, close it. So like this, you can add any number of papers. And here you can see how many citations you have. Okay, only 2 citations you have. If you want to cite this paper, like if you want to use it in your bibliography, so you can take this. If you see here, different bibliography formats are coming, MLA, PA, Chicago. So whichever you want, you can copy and you can use it in your journal papers. Okay, so this is how you can use the Semantic Scholar. I'm not showing any PPT directly. I'm running all the tools so that I can save some time.
Sir, one doubt. This Semantic Scholar, whether you have to open with our mail ID?
Yes. See, once again, I'm telling, initially when you open all these tools, okay, so they'll ask for login. Okay. So the login time, it will be like 1 minute to 5 minutes. So in order to save that time, already I logged into all these. Can you see that?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So already I logged into this. So for logging, it will take some time. So almost I have opened almost 30 tools. So 30 into 5 minutes. So it will take some more time. That is why I already logged into this.
Okay.
So what I do is normally whenever I'm using all these tools, I'll keep one Google Gmail account for that particular purpose. So you can use the same Gmail account for all the tools.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So automatically, if it is your own laptop, normally what happens is even though you signed out or you close this particular browser, again when you open the semanticscholar.org, sometimes what happens is directly it will log in your Gmail account. Okay, but if you sign out, it will ask again. For example, just I'm signing out. See here, every tool will have this option. So some tools they may ask your institutional ID, some tools they may ask your Google, some tools they may ask Facebook, or else if most of the tools will have this option, either Gmail account or any email address followed by password. Okay. So already I logged into my Gmail. So that is why, see here. Even in the Gmail, I may have different logins, but I choose only one, which normally I use. Why I'm asking you to use the same Gmail account is, so whenever you are seeing these papers and I said you need to save some papers for future purpose. So you can see the library and you can fetch it afterwards. Otherwise what happens is each and every time if you are using different logins, So you may not get the saved papers. So this is the saved papers what I have. Understood? So this is the Semantic Scholar. And also we have Sourcely.net. Sourcely.net. Okay. Since I already opened this and logged into this, it will be something like app.sourcely.net, but normally it is sourcely.net. Already I logged into this. I skipped the login. So you can search for any, again, maybe quantum, AI in quantum. Okay, so you can paste your text, essay or paper also to find, summarize, and add credible academic sources here. So you can find the sources. So here I'm finding sources for AI in quantum. So I'm getting all these things. So go here. Okay. And one more important thing is some of the tools, they may give free access. Some tools, they are proprietary versions. So what I ask you people is, after this, you try all these tools. If you feel any particular tool is very important and related to you, then only go for the proprietary versions. Otherwise, use the free tools only. See here, this is asking for pro version. Okay, so you can have a summary of the topics what you are doing here. Then one more thing is, most of us have a problem of identifying the base paper of or related papers of our topic. For example, you have a paper. For example, you have a paper. So you can search by keywords, paper title or DOI. So authentication of credit card using facial recognition. So what I do is, this connectedpapers.com will build a graph. Okay, so once you search for the paper, maybe the same paper will be coming here. Or if you say only authentication of the card, so you'll get more results. So this is the same paper which I'm searching for. So then what I do is, I click on the paper, and all the papers which are related to here, you can see using this graph. Okay, so earlier what we used to do is, we used to search for the base paper or related papers. For example, the 2022 paper is the paper which you are looking into. So if you want to search for the base paper and related papers, we used to see the references and go and see that particular paper. And for that particular paper, we used to see the base paper and so on. But here, this connectedpapers.com directly will give a graph which gives you the related papers. And if you see the edge and vertices here, okay, so these two papers, the edge value is less. That means these two are very closely related. Okay, so these two are related but not closely related. So this is how these three papers are closely related. So that is how what we can do is, by seeing the graph itself, we can see which papers are closely related, and you can choose the papers which are very closely related, and you can choose only those papers, and you can read and you can have your literature reviews. That is how we can do it. Okay, so that is how we can use this connectedpapers.com. This is a beautiful tool where you can find the related papers and base papers for your main paper. So like this connected papers, so we have another tool which is called as litmaps.com, same as the previous one. Okay. From one tool to the other tool, if you see, the features may be changing a little bit. So that is why I am saying whenever you are using, or initially you see all the tools, then you choose which is the better one. And if they are asking for any basic amount, you can pay and you can have the proprietary ones. Again, I am taking the same paper. Okay. You see, it's generating the graphic. It will search thousands of databases. That is why it may take some time. If you see here, here the graph is more clearer compared to the previous one. Okay, whenever, so this is the paper which you are looking into, and see the notes, different notes. Okay, so this is 2018 paper, 17 paper, 16 paper. So whichever paper you want, you can go there and you can click. So that particular paper's abstract will come, and if you want to save it, and you can save it. Okay. So you can add to the workspace, or you can export that paper. So already if you are signed in, you can download those papers. So that is how this litmaps.com will be used. So in fraction of seconds, you can find the related papers, and within a couple of minutes, you can download the related papers which you want, and you can keep it in your folder. If you don't want to download, you can keep it in the library of this litmaps.com. But everywhere you need to use the same login, like I'm using asnchakravarti@gmail.com, the same login you can use. Okay. So this is about litmaps.com. Okay, I'll come back here. Is my tab is shared? OpenAI.com.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So these are the tools which we use for literature review. So there are plenty of tools we have in this particular tab. First one is OpenAI.com. So here you can go for ChatGPT. Okay, so this OpenAI is a well-trained model which is called as a ChatGPT, which interacts in a very planned manner. So the dialog format makes possible for the ChatGPT to answer and follow. So again, what you can do is, so you can either log in or directly you can ask for anything. So if you are asking related to research, okay. Sorry. So facial recognition. So what it will do is it will give the summary, and you can ask the ChatGPT about this particular paper. Okay. And one more beauty is you can attach any document here. So it is asking for the login. So the same mail ID I'm using here. In the OpenAI, I'm attaching a document, and I can use the document. So let's say ask anything. So here I'm asking about authentication of credit card using facial recognition. So without seeing that particular paper, it is giving how that particular paper can be. So what are the enrollment process advantages and disadvantages? Okay, so you can save in the library, you can have new projects, and you can save it here. Then we have Perplexity. So I have the pro version of this. So you can ask anything, like for example, robo. Okay. Or ask for quantum cryptography. If you see here, it will give the answers from different resources, and all the resources will be here. Okay. And whenever you are getting those resources, if you find any papers which are related to you, you can open it and you can discuss it. Okay, see here, there are 10 resources about this quantum cryptography. So you can open all those and you can use it. Okay.
గాజుల్లో అందాలు చూసి అంత కళా కోసం నాకు ఇవ్వలేదు దేవుడు. మా కిట్టి పెద్దగా వేసుకోదు మట్టి గాజులు.
సార్ ఎవరో గాజుల గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. హలో సార్, నెక్స్ట్ ఈజ్ elicity.com, which is also a wonderful tool. this is an advanced AI powered, which is alternative for Google Scholar. So this enhances the search paper process while being completely free. So this is a free tool which you can use, Elicit. So you can ask the research questions and you can explore for the academic. So in order to save the time, I'm copying the same thing. So you can use anything. So the beauty of this is it will ask the source. So it can be anything. So even you can use this for the medical also. So I can give the source from the research papers and just I say go. Please see here, one of the important thing here with this is, for example, 10 papers are found here, and for every paper, this will give the summary. So normally what we do is we read the entire paper and then we'll come to the conclusion that this is the summary of the paper. But with this particular Elicit, so we can know the summary of each and every paper. If you are interested in a particular paper, you can type that particular one. Okay, and this will give the summary again. So you can save this for any collections. Otherwise, you can go back and you can have filters also for this, like as PDF, publication date, and all these things as we have seen earlier. And also we can search the most relevant and recent ones. Okay, so you can chart with the papers also. You can edit the columns. So you can chart with the paper or you can edit the columns. Like, so you see, if you want to compare the authentication mechanisms, if you want, like there are 10 papers and if you want to see the authentication mechanism in all those 10 papers, so you can have it. So this is how we can use this for initially getting any problem statement or comparing 2 or 3 papers. And also see, so you have 10 papers and you are comparing all the 10 papers. From this, what you can have is you can have an idea. So where you can choose a particular paper and you can start with your work. Okay, so this is how we can use this particular tool. Then we have Umata, umata.ai. This is also a research assistant that will help you understand your documents, and it can be used to analyze and summarize complex papers, and it will create reports and also understand the technical or legal documents also. It can be used, and this Umata AI can also help users to discover new insights and save time. So again, what you can do is you can drag and drop your files if you want. So I am uploading one file here. Even you can upload a website, you can upload a YouTube recording, you can upload a PPT, you can upload a text document, anything you can upload. Okay. So even you can add folders, and in that you can save all these things. Okay. So this is the paper which I have uploaded now. So this will have so many options, like you can download the file and you can delete, rename, all those things. So what I do is I ask. See, what I am doing is I have selected one file and asking about that particular file. So it will give, see the beauty of this. It will give the summary of this particular paper, and also it is giving some questions, generated some questions. Sometimes what happens is if you upload your thesis, okay, so what it will give is what may be the external Viva questions or any RRM questions they may be asked in the RRMs or pre-talks or in the final Viva Voice, you can get it. See here. So it is asking different questions about to this. Even if you upload a textbook, it will give what are the, like chapter by chapter, if you upload chapter by chapter, it will give the questions. Or if you upload the entire textbook, it will give the questions also chapter by chapter. So this is how this will be used. Okay. So initially I'm using the free version. You can go for the upgraded version of this Zomato. Then we have Consensus app. So it is also a wonderful AI tool which will find answers in your research papers. The best way to search is to ask a question. So you can ask any question, and this Census is a search engine that uses AI to find insights in your research paper. So effective research made easy, and you can have the extensive coverage. So what we can do is, so you can ask anything. Like for example, earlier I asked so many questions. So from the history, again, I'll ask the same question. Like, what happens when dehydration occurs, for example. See, it is researching, it is doing literature review. And one more thing is, here again, it will, whenever you're asking for a particular thing, it will search for the 200 million research papers. And if you are asking any medical related things, you can search only from the medical related things. So you can store the searches in the My Library. You can create the folders and you can save it here. And then we have Anago, which is a AI-powered literature review. So we are seeing most of the literature review related tools because people will find difficulty here only. See, once you come here and you sign in, so already I signed into this. So you will come here. Okay. So you can add literature. So just you need to upload some papers. Or if you have any PDF URL, you can paste that PDF URL directly. That paper will be uploaded here. Okay, now what you can do is, see, you have the summary, references, related papers. Three things we have here. So if you go for a summary, it will show the summary of the paper. See, based upon your internet speed, it will take time. If you see here, it is giving the outline here. The introduction, theoretical aspects, and all these things. So if you go for the references, it will give the references. And related papers, if you have, it will find the related papers. Okay, so that is how you can use this particular Anango read. Next, we have discovery.researcher. So we call it as R discovery. So already I logged into this. That is why directly we are coming here. Again, this will search for the papers. Okay, and if you see here from one tool to the other tool, the graphical user interface is different and the features are also different. If you see here, it is giving the year, publisher, journal, institution, country, publication type, field of study, so many things. Okay, you can search only for engineering. So one more thing what we have is here is you can read the full text and also you can listen. Okay, so that comes under the primary, that is pro version. You can listen to that particular paper also. You can save this paper. And also you can ask questions. Okay, so what we have is ask R discovery. You can ask different questions on this particular paper. So you'll get different questions here. And also one more thing I want to show you. See here, you can chart with the PDF. So one of the important thing is whenever you upload any PDF, if you are able to chart with the particular PDF, that is good. So most of the tools, they are also having the chart with the PDF. Okay, you can chart the PDF and you can ask for questions from this. Hello. Yeah. And from my side, personally, I recommend this particular Research Rabbit. So most of the people, they are using this Research Rabbit, researchrabbit.ai. Again, I log into this. So this is a combination of several tools. So where you can go for literature review, you can have the essay writing. It is also a citation generator, and it will be used for searching papers, for paper insights, and so many things. So what I do is, again, the same thing, copy and paste it here, and the sources, web sources, and computer science. So you can have a short one. So what you can do is you can generate the literature. Also, you can give the guidelines for the literature. Okay, so I'm generating the literature review for that particular paper. So this is a Research Pal. Sorry, Research Rabbit. So see the Research Pal. So then I'll go for Research Rabbit. Okay, so this will generate the literature review. It also enhance your writing. For example, if I copy and paste something here. See, if we okay, I reached the quota. So it will enhance your essay writing and citation generator also it will be used. Okay. So I said about Research Rabbit. See here, this is the Research Rabbit. Again, you can search for the papers. Okay. So you can open the papers, or you can go for the similar papers also. See here, when you click on a particular paper, what it is giving is, it is giving the summary of the paper, and also it is asking to save the paper. So already I saved many papers earlier. So for example, See here. Okay, go to the library. See here. Here you have earlier I have saved so many papers. All those papers you can save it here. So this is AML. This is related to forensics. Like that you can save it here. One more tool is Notion.so. Same thing like the earlier versions. So if it is same, just I'll tell you what do you mean by this Notion AI. So again, you can search. Okay, so you can add a particular file here. See, the file is added. And what you can do is you can ask any question. Summary. Are you able to see the summary? So it is generating the summary of the paper. Just I uploaded the paper and it is giving the entire thing like what is the summary proposed model, what is the methodology used, what are the key findings in that particular paper. So all these things. So this is also one of the beauty what we have with this Notion.so. And then we have explainpaper.com. So here you can upload a paper and it can explain what are the things we have here. So again, I logged into this already. For example, so these are the papers which I have already uploaded. So I'm saving the time to upload the papers. So this is the papers already uploaded. So you can see the overview of the paper. See here, it is giving the overview of this particular paper, like challenges of online instruction and all these things. If you want to explain, it will explain. Okay, so you want to chart, you can chart. Like what are the main challenges faced by this particular paper and all these things. So that is how these tools can be used to see the overview, to see the summary, to have explanation of that particular paper, and also you can chart with these particular paper. You can ask so many questions and you can get answers from this paper. Next tool is scholarcy.com. Okay. So already I logged into this scholarcy.com. So I'm going to the library part. Again, same thing. You can add any paper. Okay. So when you are adding the paper, it will extract the entire things from the paper. Then what you can do is you can ask so many questions like this. So you can ask for the summary, you can ask for the key findings, you can ask for the objectives. So whenever that particular paper is having all these things, you'll get answers. Okay. See here, it has given the structured summary of this paper and also key findings. See how beauty it is giving. Methods, results also it is giving the conclusions parts and what are the key concepts we have in this particular paper. And then if you want to dig deeper, you can, okay, you can ask any question and you can get it. So that is how you can use this scholarcy.com. And also it will give the research comparison if you have, and also it will give the limitations, future work. It is giving huge analysis of this particular paper. Okay, so that is how we can use this. I think this is also one of the important tool what you can use for your research review and a particular topic selection. And this is a chartpdf.com. So you can upload any PDF. Again, so all these are almost same use, but we have different features. Okay, maybe you See here, this is the paper actually. So it has selected some things. You can ask the questions like, I asked a question and it is giving the answer. So that is how you can use this chart PDF. And next we have PaperPal. Actually it is paperpal.com. Same thing. You can have chart PDF here. Again, you can upload a PDF and you can ask the question. Same thing. Why I'm showing all these tools is it is up to you to choose in at least one or two tools so that you can get benefit out of these tools. Again, you can view the PDF. You can have the summary here. You can have the related papers here, and also you can have the chart PDF. So in some tools, we don't have the summary part. In some tools, we don't have the related papers, but most of the tools have the chart PDF part. Okay, and also it is giving all the questions about this particular paper. That is how you can use this, paperpal.com. Next, we have anara.com. Again, if you see here, it is having different options. You can upload, you can create, you can chart with the file, and even you can chart with a folder itself. Okay, you can select a folder, you can chart it. Otherwise, you can upload a folder. For example, you have a group of files. Okay, so you can upload that particular folder. For example, 13 files are there. All the 13 files, all the 13 papers will be uploaded here. And if you want to do the comparison, you can have it, or you can chart with the particular file, you can chart it. And also you can create notes, you can create, and all these things you can do it with this particular anara.com. If you see here, the previous tools and these tools, we have slight differences. That's what I'm mentioning. So see the features of each and every tool, write down and see which features are more appropriate for you, and you can use that particular tool. Next one is answerthis.io. So when you open this, you'll come here. After you sign in, again you come here. Again, same thing. You can search for something. You can have, see, one more thing is, if you have anything where you want to frame question and answers, this tool will be very useful. So it will generate the question and answers from any text. Okay, it will be used for literature review. It is also used for search papers. It is also used for chart PDF. See, there are many tools under this. It is also used for extracting data. It is also used for diagram generator. So you can write diagrams using this. Next, related to literature review, one more tool what we have is Bohorium. Same thing, almost same, but the only thing is here we have academic search or search related to scientific search. Okay. It is asking for login, so you can log in. Okay, like the other tools, it will search. And give the results. Next, we have Jenny. So Jenny.ai. Marine diversity. So you can give any prompts, but if you need exact papers, you need to give a strong prompt. AI in marine diversity. So you can write a paper on this. Start writing. See here. If you want to start a paper, so you give the title, it will give what are the things to be here. And then it will add the content to each and every topic. For example, introduction, it already added, and it has given one citation also. So if you want to accept, you can accept. See. Then the literature review, it is generating. If you want to accept, you can accept. Like that, what you can do is you can have a brief paper about a particular title, then you can refine it. Okay, so that is the beauty of this Jenny.ai.
What is the spelling, sir? Genua.
Jenni. Jenni.ai.
Okay, sir.
Can you see the tab? Hello?
Yeah, it's visible, sir.
Julicious.ai. Again, same thing. Okay, but the difference will be like it will have the database connectors, so you can connect to different database, and also you have different tools. Okay, so you can go for scientific or business related things, and also it'll have the memory, extended memory, and it'll have the settings like you can use ChatGPT or GPT 5.1, Gemini, or anything. It'll be adding those things. And also it can start from a template. It will give a template, something like a bar chart or something like that. Okay. So whatever you want to generate, you can generate from here. Julius.ai. Next one is very important. That is SkySpace. It is also AI assistant to automate everyday research tasks. Here what happens is you can write any research task, or you can choose. The agent, what it will do is it will use the best AI models and tools to give the data for you. Writing. Okay, so writing and editing. Maximum everything will search for. The only thing is the features may be changing. Okay, so this is also having other tools. So you can see the live activity. What are the papers searched or referred? All these papers will come here. And also the beauty is it will give the snippet of all those papers and also abstract. Understood? So you are searching for something and the search related papers are coming here. And again, you can filter it, you can have the relevance, and you can take whatever papers you want. So this is the 2024 paper. If you want it, you can take it. Just you can download this paper. Okay, that is how you can use this. So I'm closing this and moving to other things.
Sir, there is a tool called as a Notebook LM. What is it? It is research related.
Notebook.
Notebook LM.
Yeah. Yeah, you have a notebook LMAI. So you can use it.
Okay, okay.
So that is a research writing tool which is powered by Google's Gemini AI models.
Okay, okay.
If you want, you can take it notebooklm.ai.
Oh, okay.
So which is powered by Google Gemini, and same thing. The key features are like you have the multi-model input. So you can have the source grounded responses. You can study and learning aids will be there. And that particular tool will be used for quizzes and flashcards, mind maps, and all these things. That will be used both for teaching as well as for research also. Notebook LM. See, can you see this sitefast.com? Is it shared?
Yes, sir.
Sitefast.com.
Yes, sir.
So we'll see 4 or 5 more tools. We'll close it. See this, for everybody, the citation is very important. So I have taken one title. So even you can give the DOI number. And what I do is I'll search for that. Okay. If you see here, secure online e-voting. Okay. So the only thing is different journals will ask for different types of citations. Either it may be APA 7, APA 6, or it may be MLA 8 and all these things. So what you can do is, so you can search for a particular thing. Okay, so you can have the citation here. See here, we are having the citation. You can save this citation, or you can take it as it is and you copy paste in your Word also. So that is how we can use the citations. Because different journals may use different citations. This may be used to have a particular citation. And like that, we have one more tool which is called as mybib.com, bibliography. See here. So here also you can have different citation models. For example, I have IEEE. I want it in the IEEE format. Save. So already I have one citation. So what I do is, I'll upload a PDF. See, I uploaded one PDF. Okay, so this is a new journal article and it is giving all the details about this. And the bottom, if you see, it gives the citation of that particular thing. Okay, it is in the IEEE format. If you want in this in different other format, so you go here and you can change it. Okay, that is how you can use this. So there are plenty of formats here. So whatever your journal it may be, for example, if it is ACM, you can go and keep it in the ACM format. Or if it is, for example, ACM transactions, okay. Select this, it will go to the ACM. So what you can do is you can download all these bibliographies. So either you can copy paste and you can keep it in your Word also. Okay. So it will be in the Word. That bibliography, you can use it for other purposes. See here. That is how this particular tool will be used. Okay. I'll show two tools. One is for drawing diagrams, AI tools. Sorry, it is not sharing. Yeah, now it will share. Yeah. So this is appdiagrams.net. So we use flowcharts. Many people, they use different diagrams in their papers. So what they do is just they copy from the PDF and they can they'll be keeping here. So you can use this for drawing diagrams, data flow diagrams, any kind of diagrams you can see here. You have the ER diagrams, flow charts. You have the basic diagram. All these things you can use.
I'm not very clear about it.
Apps.diagram.net.
Name of the PDF.
Apps.diagrams.net. Apps.diagrams.net. Okay, like this we have one more tool, so which is called as edrawmax.com. edrawmax.com. So this is also used for drawing diagrams, so which is purely AI based. Okay, so you can ask for what I can ask, client server model. Okay. Client server model. So what it will do is it will give you the basic outline of any diagram. So what we can do is we can use the tools and you can write. Okay. See here, this is how the diagram will be. So what you can do is you can edit this and you can draw the diagram. So this particular tool is called as edrawmax.com. So which is a pure AI digital creator. So it will be creating so many things. It will create charts, timelines, UML diagrams. Okay, you can save it and you can use for the other purposes also. For example, see this. Earlier I have created this one conceptual diagram. See here. Like this beautiful diagrams you can draw using this. This is very useful. Okay, so it's high time to stop. Thank you very much for the organizers for giving me this opportunity. Thank you all the people who are listening to this patiently. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for Dr. A.S. and Chakravarti sir for the wonderful session on using AI tools for teaching and learning process. The way you explained was truly enlightening. The session has greatly enriched our understanding of the topic, received excellent appreciation from the participants. On behalf of the management, principal, coordinator, organizing team, and all the participants, we express our sincere gratitude to Free for sparing your valuable time and sharing your expertise with us. We once again thank you and look forward to your continued association with our institution in the future. Today's session was going to end, so I would like to thank everyone who ever joined the session. Thank you. You may all leave now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.